There are many things I have suggested people to do about how to keep themselves motivated when they're trying to do a demon, beat something, make something, blah blah blah. And a lot of you have heard that because I rant a lot in my streams, and I've talked a lot about how I'm able to keep myself going with something like Black Blizzard despite me having 90,000 attempts into it and still dying at the very end and not beating it. There's ways that I cope with that, and I'm able to keep going with a smile on my face. And one of these things that I do myself is to look back at my origins as a player, because I have a bit of an advantage with that, because I have videos of since I first started playing this game, because you guys can go back and watch Retray Easy Geometry Dash. That's my first Geometry Dash video, and that was taken day 2 or day 3 of me playing Geometry Dash all together. Like, I bought the game 2 or 3 days before that was recorded, and that's why I had basic icons, because I just started. That was my origin, and I watched that Retray video. I've rewatched it many times. I probably, over my entire time playing this game, I've rewatched it 15, 16 times. And the reason why I do that is because it reminds me of where I once was. And I looked at something like Clubstep to be extremely difficult. And now I'm here, right? Because a lot of people kind of take their position in this game for granted when they're so far. Because once you're doing something like Black Blizzard, it's like doing like a medium demon. You don't really care anymore, right? That's easy. It's easy stuff. You kind of just take for granted how far you actually are. It seems like you forget how far you actually are. Me myself, I try my best to keep reminding myself of my origins as a player, because I never thought I'd be able to reach, even beaten Clubstep. And yet, I am here right now, right? My origins as a player is someone who started off as a brand new player. But I try to remind myself that I am where I thought was impossible. I am at a place I really never thought I'd be at. And that keeps me motivated. That's one of the things I think about when I need motivation. There's many things I think about. There's many ways I cope with the stress of trying to do something like this. There's many things I do, but one of those things is looking at my origins as a GD player. Because I wasn't always like this. I had to work for it. Work that I never thought would get me to where I am now. And yet I'm here. And I don't forget that. I know I'm here, and I'm still amazed to this day. And the reason why I'm still amazed is because I realize I got there. I've reached it. And despite me never thinking I would, I did. I'm here now. So, if there's one thing you need to help you motivate, to keep you motivated with something, just remember where you started before. Think about how hard Stereo Madness was at first. Think about that and realize how far you've truly came, and how you're even making the slightest bit of progress is amazing on something like this, like whatever you're doing. Think about that, and maybe, just maybe, you'll get a little bit more motivation, maybe feel a bit better about yourself doing what you're doing. It's one of the many things I do to keep me motivated with this stuff. Maybe it'll help you too. I don't know why I made this video, I just felt like ranting.